supplement kind of changed my life. It is methylfolate, and I'm not gonna waste your time. It worked for me. It could be a placebo effect. I'm still gonna take it, and I do recommend it with your physician's discretion in mind, of course. But thanks for stopping by, and if you want to find out more about why I started taking it, how I encountered it, yada yada, continue on. Hello beautiful beans. This is Wisa Wellness's first official video. On this channel, we focus on progress, not perfection. I actually have 2 bachelors in health sciences and nursing, so I am a registered nurse. However, I do caution people to take supplements with the discretion of their physicians. This channel is mostly for my journey in health and wellness. So if there's anything you can take away, wonderful. My personal take with health is a mixture between conventional and holistic and functional medicine. I think there's a fine balance. I just try to listen to my body. It's not that I don't like psychiatric medications or anything. My goal was to be in a place where my body felt healthy and happy off my psychiatric medications. And by no means am I advocating for people to not take any meds. My hopes were to take this supplement and help with my anxiety. I found a TikTok video by Darla Eliza. She had a similar story with my experience with mental health. I've tried psychiatric meds for my depression, and Lexapro did work for a bit, and when I restarted it, I just wasn't getting the same effect. However, I was going through more difficulties in my life at the time, so it kind of makes sense. Eliza did a genetic testing. I didn't do the genetic test. However, I did have similar symptoms. I remember her video correctly. She mentioned how when our mothers were pregnant with us, they would take folic acid supplements, and our body somewhat becomes dependent on that. So when our body doesn't produce the essential amino acid, it can lead to symptoms like anxiety and whatnot. I honestly didn't have the capacity to do the research at the time. I was just so depressed. I just wanted to try something, and she did a pretty good breakdown, I think, of making sense of how it interacts with your body. I didn't think it would be harmful for me to test it out. I took it for about a month and a half. My baseline was very, very depressed and anxious, and I would wake up with just severe anxiety. The past year, my anxiety just skyrocketed. So I was getting desperate. I was really sad, and I said, hey, why not? This is the one I got. The bottle says L-methylfolate is the fully methylated, body-ready form of folic acid. I didn't do the research on how the mechanism of action in the body and everything like that yet. Or will I? I don't know. Do your research. I am just also skimming this as well. I can do a more in-depth video if anybody out there wants to know. So I'm not going to go into too much of how it interacts in the body and yada, because I think there's people who break it down easier, and I can't bother to look into that right now. I just know that it works for me. I noticed a difference about the 2-week mark personally, and it was very subtle. It wasn't just one day I was like, wow, no anxiety. Can't say that I haven't had, down days. I have had dips. However, I still kept taking it in the morning because I wanted a more solid morning routine anyway, and it wasn't hurting me, so I also liked having some consistency. I continue to take it to this day. Where am I now? Been doing really well, and I'm honestly so surprised. It's only been a month and a half since I've felt so down, and believe it or not, for the past week or week and a half maybe, I've had a pretty solid routine. I wake up before sunrise and go to the gym. I'm super productive during the day, have so much more energy. I'm not saying it's all because of this supplement. I've been working hard towards implementing small, gradual changes in my health that hopefully is compounding, and I can just continue to feel and do better. I'm really proud of myself for making it this far, because what a ride. Other factors to consider: I wasn't purely just taking this. I didn't put all my eggs in one basket. I still tried my best to drink enough water. I started going, you know, on walks outside, and that led to me going to the gym more. I was feeding myself more. I had such a bad time feeding myself. It was not pretty, but I'm eating a lot more. I'm eating more healthy foods. I've been trying to reach out to friends more. I think one of the biggest ones that's helped me is focusing on self-care. A lot of people harp on this, but doing a lot of internal work on what makes me happy, what am I doing with my life, and things like that. What will bring me my peace. You know, a month and a half later, I am much, much happier. So much happier, even though my face isn't showing it. I got a facial chemical peel done. I did not expect my skin to feel so tight. I can't move my face very much. So I hope my smizing is paying off. Do I think it worked? Yes, I do. I do find it is pretty harmless for me. Something I did want to note is it might be a placebo effect. However, I'm gonna still take it because I like where my life is going right now, and I'm gonna keep up the little habits that have been working for me. Do I recommend it? I do. I think it's worth giving a shot. However, this isn't any advice as a nurse, it's as a friend. So, thank you for watching Wisa Wellness's first video. My plan is to upload a video every Wednesday. If you made it this far, gold star for you. Please feel free to leave any tips, suggestions, or topics you'd be interested in. And yeah, until next time, bye!